Congratulations for completing the game. You are free to speak to any of the characters as Arthur for extra lore content. Thanks for playing. Oh, I'm Arthur. This Arthur, okay. Oh, hey, Arthur. What's up? You're so nice now. You're so nice to me now, compared with how you were at first. Hey, shut up. I'm nice to everyone. I'm just picky on who I should trust. I see. Being nice and being kind are two separate things after all. Exactly. Hey, you're a pretty smart kid. No, Arthur, it's you who's a little bit dumb at times. Hey. Such a himbo. Hey! Thanks for the adventure. Thank you very much for the adventure. What are you talking about? We went through all of that together. If you're thanking me, then I'm thanking you too. Thanks for the fun, Arthur. Likewise, Arthur. You promised to tutor me. Hey, I just remembered. You promised to teach me. What? Teach you what? Back at the inn, when we were checking the books. You told me the months were said differently back at your place. Oh, yeah, I remember. Then sure I can teach you. It's pretty boring, though. No, I want to learn. Okay. Officially, my place doesn't have any established monthly system, so my little bandit group made up the months. I've never heard of a place which hasn't implemented calendars. It's unfortunately backwards there. Knowledge is laughed at, money is everything. That's terrible. You must bring me there. I will help settle those matters. It's fine. I'm not there anymore, and that's what matters. Oh, don't be selfish, Arthur. I'm a prince. It is my duty to make sure my people are thriving and happy. If we can even find that place again, that is. I sure hope not. I love you. Arthur, guess what? I love you. That's cute. I love you too, kid. Oh, I expected you would get embarrassed. I am, but who cares? If there's anyone I care about, it's you. Allow me to join you as well. Arthur, I love you. Your hits are getting better, my love. He gets on my nerves every time. Wizard Cosmical likes you a lot, huh? Me being me, of course I've thought of manipulating his feelings for me to benefit my own from my own gain since he's so powerful. That guy is so annoying it's impossible. I can't stand him. Perhaps that's a good thing. More questions! Do you want to go home? Not really, no. It's unlike the things you've seen here, Arthur. It's a terrible place. But what about your family, or a significant other? Arthur, I'm an orphan. I have no blood ties to anyone. I make those ties myself. Unfortunately, I'm not very popular there due to the many people I've swindled. So there's currently no one I miss there. You're literally the only one I care about. Seriously, if anything happens to you, I'd go ballistic. It's okay, Arthur. Sagerai confirms the one in constant danger in the future is you, not me. Huh? Really? Romantic orientation. Arthur, I'm curious of your romantic orientation. Why would you want to know that? Did that wizard set you up to ask me this? Oh, no, honest, I'm just curious. My orientation, Money? As expected. Your hair is so long. Your hair is very long. Huh? Oh, it's a cultural thing. Really? Please tell me about it. Okay, but promise not to get upset for me, alright? If it's an upsetting reason, then I would like to hear it seriously. I guess you would. Well, in my land, long hair means we are nobodies. The longer your hair, the lesser your worth. It just makes it easier for them to drag us around. Sometimes they tie our hair to a moving vehicle for entertainment. Their method of execution was also heavily reliant on us having long hair. It's just sick. Now, you promise not to get angry. What kind of a land is it, Arthur? I do believe it is in serious need of reform and rebuild. I could care less where it is. I'm just glad I'm out of there. Hey, don't be sad. Look, I'm okay. Look, strong and healthy. Arthur, you don't need to hold my shirt like that. Look, I'm fine. I'm here, okay? I'll be here with you for a long while. I'm not going anywhere. We're friends, right? Right, I'll keep you safe here, Arthur. Don't worry. Yeah, you're strong and we'll be fine, so we'll be fine. It's just those questions. That's all. Okay, thanks for the talk. Careful where you roll. Apples? Arthur, good to see you. What is your wish? Do you have hobbies? Wizard Cosmical, what do you do for fun? Why, I find fun in everything. The clouds drifting by, the sound of the leaves shifting, Arthur screaming my name in the distance. So basically you like to daydream. That's nice. I also enjoy visiting places with high spiritual energy. They're all connected to me, after all. The least I can do is nurture them. Thoughts on others. May I ask your thoughts on Sage Rye and Warlock Verse? I don't mind Rye. She's easy to get along with, and she bakes great bread. Verse has been quite high-strung when I'm around, and I'm unsure how to ease his nerves. What about Caesar and Arthur? Caesar has always been aggressive to me, but he's just all bark and no bite. Now Arthur, he bites. You got bit by the love bug, huh? I'm hoping it leaves a mark, because even I'm surprised at myself for being this invested over a human. So you're aware. What are you best at? What I'm best at? In bed. Don't say things like that to a child. What is wrong with you? Oh, good, you heard. It was meant for you. Okay, next question. I'm gonna plug my ears. Romantic orientation. I'm scared to ask this in fear of you going overboard, but what is your romantic orientation? Arthur. Arthur is my romantic orientation. Wouldn't you like to ask me why? As long as you promise to keep this kid friendly, sure. Why do you like Arthur? I am blessed by the energy of this world. Everything is connected to me, and I can feel their love and unity. However, Arthur is not from this world. He's not? I thought he came from another area across the sea. No, his energy is not from this world. He was transported from another world entirely. Since he is not from this world, his energy is different. He's not connected to me. And I find that, as well as his resistance to me, incredibly refreshing. Addictively so, I might add. It feels like, for once in my life, I have to work hard to get someone to like me for myself, not by magic or fame. That is why I like Arthur. Whoa, that's surprisingly informative. Thank you for sharing. However, good luck on winning Arthur by personality alone, because that's the main thing he dislikes about you. How can you continue to smile while saying such a thing? Wizard Cosmical, I'm only mirroring you. I love you. Wizard Cosmical, I love you. Good, that is how you say it, with all your heart. Yes, I am not so petty to not show my love towards the ones who turned my bones into diamonds. Arthur, as recompensation for almost destroying your body, I would like to offer my blessing services. Thank you, but there is no need. It's enough to have you by our side when we need you, Wizard Cosmical. Of course. For you, my blessings and magic are at your disposal. And for my dear Arthur, I would like to offer my body whenever he is ready to have me. Please don't say that to him. He might try to auction you off. That's all, thanks. Ah. Hello, Warlock Verse. Arthur Pendragon, to what do I owe the pleasure? How old are you? Warlock Verse, how old are you? In the past, elves recorded their ages based on their achievements. Only then could an elf say he's grown up. I heard that due to how elves value freedom, they're expected to settle much later in life. Is that true? You knew about it. I am pleasantly impressed. I know a lot of things. Then can you guess my age? I'll teach you another spell later if you get it right. Oh, let me try. Let's see. 650 years old. That is very close. Congratulations. I will teach you a potent link spell after this. Yes! Arthur Pen... So Arthur's gonna be a magician. That's cool. A magic guy. Yep. History of the sorcerers. When Arthur and I were exploring, we came upon hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs? Can't remember how to say it. Depicting the story of the mountains. It's a rarely used word. Ah, the previous civilization. Yes, if I remember correctly, it said the three sorcerers existed even then. Well, yes, I was one of them. You were alive back then, too? I am blessed with a long life. I have been breathing for almost 700 years after all. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's amazing. There were always three sorcerers. I've seen the darkness and what it can consume. Thus, I became the warlock. The title for the wizard is more exclusive and relies heavily on the world's energy. Cosmical was chosen around 400 years ago. The sage title has a unique condition. It requires foresight, something that's inherited. Thus, only Rye's family tree can take the mantle. I see. That explains some things. We are meant to support one another with our different fields of skills to ensure the world is without threat. Unfortunately, the only constant threat for these 400 years have been cosmical. What an embarrassment to the elves. Maybe he will change now that he has a golden mind. I am strongly hoping it will not be for the worst. Arthur... Oh. Thoughts on others? Warlock Verse, what are your thoughts on the other two sorcerers? I've been given responsibility by my old friend to look over Rye. She's his favored descendant, you see. I was very worried when I learned she was born a human. Humans are fragile, and I thought I had my hands full. Surprisingly, she can hold her own throughout her years. It is quite a relief. I can rely on her. Now that excuse of a wizard, however, the previous wizard, also my good friend, warned me about a potential wild card. The previous sage confirmed that wild card is the next wizard, so I have been preparing myself to discipline him. However, he manages to escape me every single time I tried to keep him in reins. Being the strongest out of all of us, I was worried he might get drunk on power, but it wasn't power he's drunk on, it's disregard for life. How incompetent. We are meant to save lives, help the weak, teach the strong, but Cosmical would not adhere to any rules like a vagabond. Goodness, it sounds like you've had your hands full. I am old and I am tired. Once I pass on, I wish the next warlock bountiful luck. What do you think of Caesar and Arthur? Many think they are thinking. What? But they are actually sorting out their prejudice. So am I. When I first met you as a sword, I sensed your hostility towards Arthur due to his species. That is true. I cannot shake off this feeling of wariness and superiority, and I apologize for offending you both. I have no special thoughts on Caesar. He is valued by Rye, thus I trust him to keep her human. Arthur, our first impression regarding one another has not been spectacular. It is too easy to get a rise out of him, but since he has earned your absolute trust, I will spare him. Warlock Verse, you're a pretty strict elf, huh? I have high expectations of everyone, and very few manage to pass the bar. How scary! So Wizard Cosmical and Arthur share your contempt. What a pair they make. I know you mean that in disdain, but what do you think of them as an actual pair? Let me make it clear. It would be a sin for any human, any elf, anyone, to put their love on Cosmical. Arthur... Oh. Romantic orientation. Warlock Verse, what is your romantic orientation? I am 647 years old. If I wanted to settle down, I would have at 450. I see, so you don't feel any romantic attraction to anyone. I see no point of it. Plus, with the nature of my magic, it would be bad if they got cut up. I love you. Warlock Verse, I love you. Warlock Verse, I love you. I'm getting their voices mixed up again. You deserve to be loved, Arthur. We all love you. Arthur... That's all, thanks. That's all, thanks. Huh? Hi, Arthur. Anything I can help you with? Are you human? Sage Rye, you're a human, right? Of course I am. Why? Oh no, you look so ethereal. You can pass as a fairy or an elf. You're really pretty. Aw, thank you, Arthur. That's sweet of you to say. My hair wasn't always this pastel. It used to be dark purple, like grapes. The more I use my magic, the more the color faded, it seems. Oh, is that why Warlock Verse's hair is so white? I guess so. He is the oldest out of all of us. So you're the youngest. Those two are elves, Arthur. Of course I'm the youngest. I'm the sole human sorceress. Are you becoming a sage? I'm curious to know, Sage Rye. How did you become a sage? The title of sages were typically given to species with larger lifespans, because they can hold more knowledge than humans. However, I am a little bit special, because I can see things far into the future, so my knowledge is as far as I can see. That's so cool! I knew I would become a great sage very early in life. I just saw it. It was so weird. But how did you get these searing powers? The last great sage was my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He was an elf, just like Verse and Cosmic. Oh, so you have elven blood. No, he married a human. Elven blood has been diluted through several generations, so I'm fully human, I can confirm. While I don't have elven blood, I have elven-like affinities with magic. Including searing? Yes, in fact, my great-great-great-great-grandfather has already said his 6th generation will be a seer. I wonder if Warlock Verse and Wizard Cosmical know your ascendant. I'm not sure about Cosmic, but Verse listens to me because he personally knew the last great sage. They were good friends. Oh. Yep, so my fate was already entwined with the elves and their magic the moment I was born. Which is why I was adamant to bring Caesar with me to keep me grounded. Heaven knows I might become less and less of a human hanging out with all these elves and high-level incantations. I see, I understand now. It makes sense. You're incredible, Sage Rye. Not really. I just want to get by with as little worldly catastrophes as possible. And first impressions? What was your first impression when you met the Warlock Verse and Wizard Cosmical? This is a little tricky because I've already met them in my mind, with the searing before physically meeting them. But basically, I find Verse to be very respectable, like a grandpa I admire. While Cosmic, I was frankly put off by how weird and insensitive he is sometimes, but eventually I got used to him. Thank goodness Henri was there to smoothen our first meeting. What about your first meeting with Caesar? Same thing. I met him in my mind when I was 3, when I would actually meet him when I was 7. He was pretty shy and a bit withdrawn. I immediately knew he was going to have a lot on his plate to fight his inner demons. I was cheering for him via letters for years after he moved. I knew he was going to overcome it. I'm glad you encouraged him. He probably needed it. He's like my wingman now. Whenever I get too deep into the future, I'd forget the present. He'll remind me. What about Arthur? Arthur is funny. I like him from the start. He acts like that, but he values trust a lot. He's cool in my book. And me? You are the sweetest, most intelligent child. I wish I could adopt you. Though Verse already did that. What? Thank you. I hope I can contribute something to the second life. I love you. Sage Rye, Sage Rye. Yes. I love you. Oh, a declaration of love. Allow me to also declare it as well. I love you too, Arthur. Anything I can help you with? Oh. More questions. Yay, more questions. I hope I'm not being rude for asking this, but how old are you? I turned 26 this year. Oh, so she's that young. Oh, you're a bit older than Arthur. Really? How old is he? He's 24. Oh, that means I can finally be the big sister I always wanted to be. To both Arthurs. Everyone around me has always been older than me, so this is a great change of pace. Hey Arthur, a little request. Can you call me Big Sister? Big Sis Rye! Big Sis Rye! I can die happily now. Breads. Since when did you start baking? Oh, it was purely from research. I found that enchanting breads was easier and can be as potent as enchanting jewels. The effect won't last as long as Jules, but that's how I got steady income. What's your favorite bread to eat and bake? I'm really obsessed with perfecting how to bake brioche at the moment. Arthur explained to me what it is. As for my favorite, I like pretzels. They're fun to make and fun to eat. Biggest fan? Who likes your breads the most? It's those two elves, no way around it. Since they don't sleep sometimes, they'd wake me up at 2 a.m. for bread. Like, who in their right mind does that? Wow, that's some dedication. Huh? I appreciate it, but please also understand there's the right time for things. Which of those two do you think likes your breads the most? While Cosmic is more upfront with what he wants, Verse is more picky and demanding. I'd say it's Verse. Do you have a girlfriend? Sage Rye, do you have a girlfriend, perchance? I wish. Sage Rye likes girls. That's all, thanks. I just noticed there's a person there. Arthur, good day. Do you wish to talk to me? Henri, how are you feeling today? Oh, just wonderful. I'm so happy you're back, Arthur. However, I can never shake off this guilt for starting this whole catastrophe. Oh, it's okay, Henri. I never blamed you. You're just a medium used to find me. Wizard Cosmical, however... Whatever the case, I'm thankful to have a second chance at life, and for that, I thank you. Arthur, I'm not sure if that was said with genuine thankfulness or pure malice. When did you meet Wizard Cosmical, Henri? Oh, Arclight was defiled, and I was captured by a creature I couldn't remember. The winds had just blown me to the hollow, and a dust talent fairy was beginning to sprinkle pixie dust to birth us. So you were just a baby when your home was defiled? Yes, that is correct. I couldn't remember the incident very well, but I can feel the loss of my sisters. When a fairy dies, its light goes out. I could not see any lights that night. That's terrible. Yes, but then the air grew piercingly cold. Oh, is it Wizard Cosmical? That's right, he came for us. Since this world's energies are linked directly to him, he can feel when one source of energy was defiled. Wow, so he saved you? That he did. And since I have no home to come back to, nor any family to flit with, Cosmic became my home and family. Henri. This is why I would wholeheartedly stay with him despite everything. We are a team. Though I so dearly wish he'd be a little bit more mature. Haha, that man ain't right after all. Well, I'm so tired of looking after him. You see, the Warlock and I have recently agreed to make a pact, in which whenever it has come to my attention that Cosmic is up to no good, I will notify Ferris immediately. Oh, so you're like an alarm bell. A bell that can be heard globally, in any plane of dimension, so Ferris can get to us faster. Ah, but I'm sure Wizard Cosmical has learned his lesson. What makes you believe that? He really, really, really wants to impress Arthur. Ah, yes, I almost forgot he's courting poor Arthur. Arthur, between you and me, what do you think? Think of what? Do you have feelings for Wizard Cosmical? Heavens, no. I meant, what do you think of Arthur and Cosmic getting together? I'm sorry, my brain short-circuited there for a moment. I don't know, Henri. Wizard Cosmical may be persistent, but Arthur is pretty stubborn. Do you think Arthur might like him? Even just a little bit? Frankly, no. But maybe a relationship outside of the romantic spectrum might work. Such as friends with benefits? Henri, I must remind you that I am 14 years of age. Oh. I didn't know little baby Arthur was 14. And big boy Arthur is apparently 24. Okay. Now I know. And while back in my time, 14 years old was enough to get engaged, I learned that times have changed and allows children to be children, which I'm grateful for. Oh my, that's quite young even for human standards. My apologies. Perhaps continuing that conversation with Sage Rye might provide you with more answers. Oh, Arthur, you little genius. I will. Fujoshis are terrifying. Cutting into fights. Henri, do you fight with Wizard Cosmical often? Well, it's more of me nagging him while he's there spacing out. What a maternal relationship. Honestly, that man! He is much older than me, yet he acts like such a child. In fact, you're much more mature, Arthur. How old are you again? I'm 14 years old. And that man is 439 years old. I am so displeased with him. There, Henri. Calm down. Maybe he'll finally mature now that he's fallen. Oh, he better. I need his offspring to have their first laugh so the wind can blow it to the hollow. What? What the fuck? Oh, so then you can sprinkle your dust and new fairies will be born? Yes, Arthur, I'm impressed you knew. There were a lot of mythical creatures from the fairy tale books my mother used to read to me. I know a lot. But why do you want Wizard Cosmical's babies specifically? Other than the fact that he's the sole reason I'm alive, he's also the only sorcerer out of those three with the possibility to produce. I'm curious to ask more, but I'm scared if it'll breach scary grounds not meant for a child my age. Oh no, it's nothing explicit. Bruce is too old to copulate while Rye can't deal with men at the moment. Thus, I want those babies' laughters. Cosmic, mate already! I mean, won't help if he mates with Arthur, though, right? Unless he has some weird magic that can make babies that way. I'm trying to think of how that would work. Patience, Henri. This one needs time. Stop looking at me expectantly. Wow, thank the heavens I'm still 14. I love you, Henri. You're such a sweetheart. I love you too. That's all, thanks. Oh, hey there, Arthur the Small. Arthur the Small? Yeah, because there's two of you. The other one is Arthur the Dumb. How's it going? Have you known Sage Rye long? Caesar, can I ask you some questions? Sure, kid. What's in your noggin? Have you known Sage Rye long? Pretty much, yeah. Before she became a sage, even. Childhood friends? Yeah, something like that. Any romantic subplots? Now hold your horses, kiddo. She's like my sister. There are no romantic subplots, you hear? I see. Sorry for being insensitive. So is she like your big sister or your little sister? Kind of a bit of both. Is she any different from when she was a child? Well, Raya always had the searing gift, so I think she's known all this for a while. Because of that, her personality hasn't changed the slightest. Maybe time moves differently for her, I don't know. How fascinating. So being a seer can shape your personality? No, it's just Rye being, well, Rye. Where do you come from? Who, me? Well, my background ain't that interesting. Oh, but I love listening to people's life stories. You're a cute kid. A mug like mine probably warrants a tragic backstory from the slums or something. You're not? I was pretty well off. Got everything I wanted, except of course the usual case of parental abandonment, but hey. Moved around a lot, lost my way a few times, told to grow up with nothing to look up to. Standard depression. Eventually I found my own strength. That's when Rye came. Sage Rye? Yeah, we traded letters when I moved, but she suddenly showed up after I could stand on my own. Said something like, I always knew you could do it, and then she whisked me off with her and dragged me into her sorcerer circle. That must have really surprised you. Oh, for sure. She later told me that I'd end up accompanying her in the future. That's why she's always kept in touch. Has she told you what would happen to you in the future? A future family, maybe? Oh, nah. She can't get those things right anyway. Too much possibilities. Better that way. I like surprises. Caesar, you're really cool. I'm glad there's always someone who cares a lot about you. Thanks, kid. Likewise. Where do you come from? Who, me? Well, my background ain't that interesting. Wait. Is this not the question I asked already? Oh, god damn it. God damn it! Stop clicking the same thing! I'm like clicking so fast, I'm not paying attention to when it goes back to the menu. About Arthur. Your fight with Arthur was so funny. That guy's the entire circus, of course it's funny. You might not see it, but you two have a lot in common. Must be the depression. I really should challenge him into another fight now that he has you out of his damn hands. Oh, but that wouldn't be fair because Arthur knows healing spells. By logic, he might have a higher chance of winning. He can have his heals. My poisons will be enough to mitigate that heal over time. Oh, you're right. Then I can't wait to watch the rematch. I love you, Caesar. A terrible decision, really. That's all, thanks. Hello? Who are you? Oh, I'm just a guest in this cafe. You can call me Sai. It's not how Sai sounds. She sounds much cuter than that. Can I even get close to replicating the cuteness that is Sai? Oh, I'm just a guest in this cafe. You can call me Sai. Hey, you're the creator. I heard... I keep mixing those two voices, Arthur and Caesar. Hey, you're the creator. I heard your complaints while you're making this game. More importantly... She's just ignoring me. Please speak to me once you're ready to get back to the title screen. May I ask you questions? About the game, sure. I also accept questions regarding the characters in this game. Once you've closed this game, you can send any questions to any of the characters, and I will add it in the next update. I can ask them anything? Absolutely anything. Just shoot any questions to my Twitter at Cypherica. Or even the HGO game page itself. Also, feel free to check this table for artworks and screenshots of my journey while this game was in development. Either way, that's enough for me. Thank you once again for completing my very first game. I appreciate it. Aw, you're so cute, Sai. Ah. Aww. There are two sketches here. Arthur? Oh, I remember these. Cosmical. Hello. Okay, what's this other thing? Ah. This is where I compile my game development journey. They're all screen caps from my friend group, though. I only had a rough skeleton of an idea back in May 17, 2020. I told my friend Risa about it, then I shared the news with the group. Maybe it's just me, but having a good support group is important when developing your game. After that, I worked on the main plot. I also decided to make the game humorous. The design of the main character happens after that. Sharing my journey with my friends was so fun. They're also key in giving me new insights to shape the game the way it is. The title Arthur was 100% thanks to Risa. I asked her for a temporary title, and it stuck. Arthur's name was also chosen thanks to this. After that, I worked on the title page art. It was a parody of Kagami Neilan, because Arthur looked so much like him by accident. Arthur's note. Mostly everything that happened was an accident. Thanks to Rice's ideas, Arthur's character was fleshed out. I owe half of this game's ideas to her, honestly. When she has time, she also plans to make an RPG Maker game as well. Her ideas are amazing. I hope she manages to make one. As you can see, I was very excited to share that I managed to animate the title screen. It was an indescribable feeling of accomplishment. Sortie being a tease was thanks to Risa. Henri and Cosmical's names were chosen by my friend Yu, while Caesar's character was based on my friend Jake. Most of the NPCs were actually based on bits and pieces of my friends. I love them a lot. Mid-development was fun as well. It was great updating Risa on which part I'm working on. Plan your stories well, kids. Don't be like me. Once I released the beta, I immediately forwarded it to my friend group. The trial ends in 3 days. Ended? The trial was said to end in 3 days. Right. Huge thanks to my friends Risa, Sam, Risa, Varied, and you for beta testing so quickly. I owe it to them. Finally, the game was officially released. It went through such a humorous 20-day crunch. It was truly an adventure in itself. That was all for the Arthur development journey. Thank you for listening. Okay. Would you like to go back to the title screen? Ah. I'm just gonna try to speed through and do something real quick. Here we go! Yes, I restarted the game just to get here. Behemoth emerged! Oh, what'd I say about stepping on flowers? This thing's too strong for me. Escape! Now! What's up? Hey, I said escape! If you won't, I'll escape myself. I'm not dying here. Aww. Damn. I really wanted to try fighting him. Oh well. Fine, fine. I tried. Okay, goodbye.